Today I'm coming at you with a video on a topic that you may or may not be familiar with, and that is MaxPass at Disneyland and whether or not it is worth it. If you've been to Disneyland in the past year and a half to maybe 2 years, then you probably know what MaxPass is. But if you're a Disney World local, you've never been to Disneyland, or if you just haven't been to Disneyland in the past 2 years, you might not be familiar. What MaxPass is it's kind of a blend between the Disney World My Magic Plus Fast Pass reservation system and the reservation system that currently exists with the paper Fast Passes at Disneyland. In the past, both Disney World and Disneyland had a paper Fast Pass system instead of anything mobile app based at all. The paper system, which is still in place at Disneyland, was basically you would pick which rides that you wanted to ride, you would go take your park ticket, you would go over to a kiosk that was set up at that ride, you would scan your park ticket, and it would shoot out a paper Fast Pass for you that would say, come back between, say, 1:30 p.m. and 2:30 p.m. And then at the bottom of the piece of paper, it would say, all right, now you're free to make a new Fast Pass at 1:30. And how your day would work is people would normally run into the park and get a Fast Pass for whichever ride they wanted first. And then as soon as it's available to get a new one, you have to run to the other side of the park to go get a Fast Pass for that ride. And it was a lot of back and forth. It was a lot of walking. I know some people loved it. My uncle loved going and getting Fast Passes. That was like his thing. But for other people, it was kind of an annoying system because if you're over at Space Mountain, but you want to get a Fast Pass for Thunder Mountain, you have to run to the complete other side of the park, get your Fast Pass, and then go back to wherever you were. So sometimes it could be a little annoying. At Disney World, that Fast Pass system has been completely done away with, and now we have the My Magic Plus system, where you can make 3 reservations for Fast Passes for each day. You can plan them up to 30 days in advance if you're an annual pass holder, 60 days in advance if you are staying on property, and everything is in the app. The downside to the app is you're only allowed 3 per day, and they all have to be in the same park. The plus to the paper Fast Pass system is you can pretty much do as many per day that you physically can. If you are there from park open to park close, you can probably squeeze a lot in. If you're just going immediately when your ticket says, all right, available, next one, you can probably get 5-6 Fast Passes per day. And that still is the system that exists partly at Disneyland. You can still ignore MaxPass, just get your paper Fast Passes, go run from side to side. You can go from park to park. You can hold Fast Passes in both park at each time. And if you like that, that exists. Where MaxPass comes into play is you can make these reservations on your phone. It is a paid system that you pay $10 per day per ticket, and you can go in and you can make a reservation the same way that you would with the paper Fast Pass. Make one at a time, and then you can make a new one as soon as your window it lets you, and you can make as many per day with the MaxPass system. Also included in your $10 per day per ticket is unlimited PhotoPass downloads. What that means is anywhere in the park that you see a PhotoPass photographer, you can ask him to take your picture and then scan your ticket, and all of those pictures are going to end up in your app, and you're going to be able to download them for free and then do whatever you want with them for there. Like I said, this system is paid. It is $10 per day per person. So if you are going by yourself, like I was, I paid $10 per day, so $20 extra total to add that to my park ticket. Or if you're a family of like 5 and you all want MaxPass, that's an extra $50 per day. Now for the fun part, do I think MaxPass is worth it? First, if you are going to Disneyland once, you're in California and you have a free day and you're going to Disneyland and it is the only time in the foreseeable future you see yourself at Disneyland, absolutely, do it. It is worth the extra money. You are able to book a fast pass through MaxPass for almost all of the major rides in both parks. In California Adventure, you can book a MaxPass for Soarin', for Grizzly River Rapids, for Goofy's Fly School, for the Incredicoaster, for Radiator Springs, and for Guardians of the Galaxy. In Disneyland, you're able to book a MaxPass for Space Mountain, Big Thunder Mountain, the Matterhorns, It's a Small World, Roger Rabbit Toontown Spin, Indiana Jones, Pirates of the Caribbean, and the Haunted Mansion, and Splash Mountain. And if I forgot any more, I'm sorry, please don't be mad. I was there for 2 days, 1 day in each park, and I was able to ride every single one of those attractions that was open and operating when I was there through the MaxPass system, never waiting more than 10 minutes to ride any of them. And actually, I got to ride the Incredicoaster with MaxPass twice because my fast pass for Grizzly River Rapids, the ride was down during the period I was supposed to be riding. So to make it up to you, they give you one fast pass for any ride that has the MaxPass system available for the rest of the day. So to me, it was absolutely incredibly worth it. I got to ride every single major ride in both parks at least once with absolute minimum waits. That freed up so much of my time to just be able to take the rest of the day casually. On top of that, any pictures that I took throughout the day when I met characters were all automatically on my phone. If you have a park hopper ticket and you want to be able to book your fast passes over in DCA while you're hanging out at Disneyland, then MaxPass is for you. If you're a family with teenage kids that want to ride all of the thrill rides and you don't want to be running back and forth all day to make sure you have your fast passes in order, absolutely recommend MaxPass. If you maybe have mobility issues and you just simply can't be running back and forth all day to different ends of the park to get your tickets for your fast passes and you don't want to have to wait all that time in line as a result, absolutely, I think MaxPass is worth it for you. If you don't care about the rides, but you love pictures, and maybe you're not a photographer and don't have a photographer with you, and you've seen how iPhone pictures somehow end up when you put them in the hands of character attendants, then MaxPass is probably for you. The PhotoPass downloads are always worth it over iPhone pictures in my opinion. My Disney World annual pass comes with them, and I don't even bother handing anyone my iPhone for pictures. It's the downloads all day. If you like to enjoy your park days at a more casual pace and would just like to control your plans through your phone, then MaxPass is worth it. If, by contrary, you are someone that you don't care about the photo downloads, then maybe MaxPass isn't for you. If you're someone that really loves the thrill of running around and grabbing your paper fast passes, then maybe MaxPass isn't for you. If you're a family traveling with a bunch of small children that probably won't be getting on any of the major rides and you didn't anticipate yourself using much of the fast pass system anyways, then maybe MaxPass isn't right for your entire party, but I would recommend that maybe just add MaxPass to one of your tickets per day. And in that scenario, you can still go get all of the photos that you want taken and have all of those downloads available for just $10 a day instead of getting the MaxPass for every single person, which may in fact be a waste. My final verdict, I absolutely recommend MaxPass. Except for a couple of the little scenarios that I described, I would 10 out of 10 recommend. For $10 a day, I think it's fully worth it. It's gonna make your day so much easier, so much more relaxed, and you're still gonna get to enjoy all of the things that you wanna do without wasting hours and hours in line. I like the system, I like the idea behind it, I like the concept, and I like the execution. If you've been to Disneyland recently and you've used MaxPass, let me know your experience down below. Let me know if you like it or whether you hate it. But for me, I'm a big fan, love it, love MaxPass.